Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Have you ever built a sandcastle? Ever been on the beach, maybe when you were younger as a child or a teenager, or maybe with your own kids or grandkids, been on the beach building a sandcastle? I've done this before with my own kids, and it's so much fun. And here's something that I thought of over the weekend. I heard someone mention this idea of watching children make a sandcastle. And the fact that when they're making the sandcastle, in the midst of building this sandcastle, the children don't typically, and maybe you, if you've done this before, don't typically think back to sandcastles they've built before, except to give them an idea for maybe what's going on and how they can build this one. But they're typically not focused on the fact that we've built sandcastles before and they always fall down or someone destroys them. They're just building a sandcastle and having fun and enjoying that moment. And also when you're building a sandcastle, you're not typically thinking about the fact that in 10 minutes or 2 hours, someone might run along the beach and destroy this thing that I'm working on. And also not probably thinking about or focused on the fact that in several hours, the tide's going to come in and this work, this sandcastle that we've built together is going to fall apart. It's going to be destroyed. No, in that moment when you're building a sandcastle, you are enjoying the activity, feeling the sand in your hand, hearing the sound of the surf, hearing the sound of people that you love and care about around you, in that moment having fun building a sandcastle. And that made me think about the ways that we live our lives. So much of the time, we spend our lives, our days, our weeks thinking, remembering about past failures, about things that we've done before that didn't work out, or projecting into the future, worrying about what's going to happen or worrying about what might come to pass. Instead, what if we just focused on what we're doing? What are you building right now? You're probably not building a sandcastle, but what are you building? Are you trying to build a business? Are you trying to build a relationship? Maybe you're building a family and you're wanting to pour into your children or your partner. What is it that you're trying to build? And how much of the time are you spending thinking about past failures in relationships, in business, in your career, in finances, in relationship to your children or your grandchildren? How much energy and how much time do you spend remembering the things that didn't go right back then? Or how much of the time do you spend worrying about the fact that this thing might not work, that it may not go the way I hope it goes? Or what if this thing falls apart? Or what if this idea doesn't work out? We spend so much of our lives remembering the past and worrying about the future. Inside of our heads, projecting in both directions, when all the while the sand is in your hand. Build that sandcastle now. Build the sandcastle that you're trying to build in your own life. Stop worrying about the future and stop remembering the failures of the past. Use those things as fuel to project you and drive to now. Right now. Because in reality, right now is all any of us have. This moment, this day. So stop living in the past and stop trying to live in a projected future. The only moment you have is this moment, right now. So as you go through your Monday and this week, make it a conscious effort to get outside of your head where you're remembering the past or projecting into the future, and just be present with this moment right now.